Welcome to Bird Rookery Swamp Walk, part of the Southwest Florida Water Management's preservation area. This is one of the biggest lakes out here. Still only a few houses. Bird Rookery is located out in the rural estates of Collier County, just north of Naples. It is a 7-mile hiking biking trail on raised land that used to have railroad tracks on it for the cypress tree harvesting back in the 50s. Long since abandoned and taken over by the state. You can see a lot of alligators, snakes, all kinds of birds, an occasional otter. As I head back towards the parking lot, I am currently about 3 miles down the trail, and I will show you off and on through my video the different animals that I come across. As we head down the trail, there's water on either side. The one thing you do have to be cautious of is water moccasins laying along the side of the water and possibly across the trail, sunning themselves this time of year, trying to get some heat. Bird Rookery is open from sunrise to sunset, and of course, the earlier in the morning that you get here, the more chances of seeing alligators out of the water sunning themselves during the winter time when it's cool. It's currently in the upper 70s, low 80s out here. Definitely a lot of humidity. Has a nice breeze. So that's keeping all the mosquitoes away. During the summertime, a lot of this trail is underwater and impassable. And you better load up on your mosquito spray if you choose to try to attempt it, or you'll get eaten up. And here we have a white ibis getting breakfast. If you listen closely, you can hear a red-tailed hawk up in the tree somewhere. This swamp walk is made up of mainly bald cypress, white and red maple trees, and of course, Florida cabbage palms. Of course, the cabbage palm is the Florida tree. Bird Rookery is ran by a nonprofit organization called The Crew, which is made up of mostly volunteers who come out here and maintain the trails. This is one of 3 separate swamp walks ran by The Crew. One is outside of Immokalee, the small town, which is called The Marsh, and there's another one which I can't think of the name of it, just outside of Bonita Springs, Florida. The one in Bonita Springs actually does have an open hunting season from time to time, and lots of beautiful trails you can walk. Bird Rookery is made up of about 800 acres. As I mentioned earlier, this used to be a railroad track. Here are some of the old railroad ties that were discovered during the clearing of the swamp for a walk. And I'll come in onto the, I'll try to focus in on here. Of course, today it is against the law to harvest cypress trees. Just down Immokalee Road is another really beautiful swamp walk I highly recommend. It's called Corkscrew Sanctuary. It is ran by the Audubon Society. It is a couple of miles of raised boardwalk through the swamp area, which was made famous about 6-8 years ago when it hit the news. Someone was recording when a Florida panther ran by her on the boardwalk itself. Certain times of the year, Corkscrew Sanctuary opens up their boardwalks at night to do a night hike. Look down here on the log, you can see a couple of turtles sunning themselves. Here's a better view of them. One of the many alligators. This little guy is just sunning himself along the side of the trail.
I'm assuming it's female, I'm not really sure.
Now I am not zoomed in. See, I am approximately 3 feet from its tail. A gator will attack if provoked. It is against the law in the state of Florida and the United States to feed, harass an alligator. If you were to feed an alligator, it gets friendly and used to humans, and that's when attacks usually happen. As you can see, this one's docile because nobody's bothering it. This is a lake along the trail in which you normally would see alligators or otters. And as I scan over to the opposite side of the trail, if you look in the water closely, you'll see several babies sunning themselves off. So some of the white maples I was talking about. The old float in the middle of the lake for alligators or otters or whatever type of animals that choose to sit on it. Great American egret sitting up there in the tree. Scan around and zoom in. Here is an inga, also known as a snake bird to the locals, sunning itself. What's interesting about this bird, it is a type of duck, and unlike most ducks, this bird does not have oil in its wings to make it fly, so it has to dry out to fly. The reason why it's called a snake bird is that when it's in the water, at times all you can see is its neck and head, and it looks like it's a snake in the water. And the birds that you hear are the Inringas talking. From time to time, you can see roseate spoonbills out here, as well as the endangered wood stork. Let's slowly back up and scan back around. Got an adolescent alligator out here in the swamp. And it's about 3 feet long. There it is sunning itself. And we got another one sitting over here in a log. The plants behind it is called swamp lettuce. As you can see, it looks like it's a field of lettuce growing. If you look closely, you can see a depression there, and I'll go straight across the trail to another one. This is known as a gator slide. Basically, it's a trail in which alligators go from one body of water to another. And if you look up there in the cypress tree, it looks like a nest. It's actually not a nest. It is called a witch's broom. Do not know the origin of the name. Here you got some air plants growing on the side of the cypress tree. And I'll zoom in on the sign. It gives you more information about the witch's trail. Witch's broom, I mean. As you can see up ahead, heading back towards the raised boardwalk that leads out to the trail itself. In years past, when my wife and I have come out here during the winter time, after a dry season, when there's not a lot of water out here on either side of the boardwalk, we actually caught a wild Florida turkey and her babies walking around in the foliage. When you walk out here, you are allowed to bring your dogs. Of course, be highly aware of the alligators. They see the dog, they think lunch or dinner. Okay, as I walk down the raised boardwalk, as you can see, there are fencing on either side, but at some point, I'm presuming overnight, a bird landed here and some kind of critter ate dinner. Up ahead of me, there's two little stopping areas in which you can rest. You see over here on the right, there's a little box. It's an informational recording, and I'll play it so you all can hear the different informational pieces about bird rookery.
The Crew Bird Rookery Swamp is a 7,000-acre swamp made up primarily of ball cypress and red maple. It is a 12-mile trail that travels along the tops of trams that were constructed in the 1950s. These trams were originally made as elevated mounds upon which railroad tracks were laid. The trains were part of a cypress lumbering industry that lasted less than 10 years on this property. Without the trams, this swamp would be underwater with no dry walkways 10 months of the year. Alligators are present on many sections of our trails. They frequently lay in weeds and tall grasses along the water's edge. Be sure children and pets do not walk along the water's edge. View alligators from a distance. 10 to 20 feet is a reasonable safety zone. Never feed an alligator. A fed alligator is a dead alligator. It is illegal to harass an alligator. Harassing includes yelling, clapping, poking, or throwing objects. If an alligator is blocking the trail, wait until it moves. You are visiting them in their home, so be respectful. Thank you.
Well, that's it for me on this particular hike. This is New Year's Eve, 2022. Signing off from the Crew Trust's Bird Rookery Swamp Walk. Have a blessed and healthy New Year.